Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video I have the Miwa Magnetic Lock. So I will be doing the explaining as I do the picking because this is sort of a fast pick, or it should be at least. So basically this is a lock that has three magnetic sliders and these are operated by this key. In this key we have some magnets and the whole point of this key is to suck those magnetic sliders into the plug so they don't block the rotation, because in locked state they are actually sticking out of the plug into sort of fences in the housing, and that's the way they basically block the lock from opening. So our main goal here is to simulate the operation of the key and find magnets that will attract these sliders inside of the lock. So what we need to do in here, because there are two polarities of these magnets, is to take two magnetic peaks that are of opposite polarities, so they need to stick to each other, and that's how you know you have these opposite polarities. And now we can map where the magnetic sliders are and which of these two peaks will actually be able to manipulate them. So there are two magnets on this side and one on this one. I think the distribution is random, so it's not like a rule, but let's just try sticking this peak inside and listen if we will get any clear sound of the magnet being pulled in. Okay, so we have some nice clicking somewhere. I think it's around position 2. And we also have clicking in position 4, so we know that this magnet will surely operate these two magnetic sliders on the left side. We can also try the other polarity, and I'm not saying there won't be any sound, there still will be, because it will repel those magnets and it will also make sound, and also it can interfere with the magnet on the other side, so you might hear some clicking, but it's not that pronounced like with the other peaks. So let's try it. So in position 2 there's almost no sound, and same goes for position 4 or 3. I will see, I never got this lock, so I think it's somewhere around there. Okay, so we know that this magnet surely won't work for the left side sliders, and there is one slider on the right, so let's try this magnet. Getting some clicks, so probably this one will work for the right side. And what about this? Okay, so it's clicking as well, but as I said, this might be sort of an interference or the sound of the magnet being repelled away from this peak. So it's not like 100% reliable, but there's only 3 sliders. So if you're not sure about one, you can always try the other magnetic peak and you will get it done. Okay, so let's get to picking. So using this 2mm hooligan bar, it's not like a perfect fit, but I don't need like completely snug fit. It's not that sensitive, this lock. And let's start on the right side. So I know that this magnet is going to work there, so I will go somewhere to the back in position 4. You can see now I don't hear anything because that slider is binding, so I will just release some tension until I hear click, and then just reapply. Do this several times, okay, until I get a full set, so I could feel that the core turned. And the nice thing about this is that you can just extract the tensioner, the lock will not rotate back. So I will put it here now, and using my second magnet I will try to manipulate these two magnets. And as you can hear, there is no sound, almost no sound coming, whereas in resting position we get some nice clicks. So we know that these two are binding, so let's just try to set them. Release tension. Okay, I heard some clicks and do this several times. I'm not like 100% sure about the binding order here. Okay, and there's the open. Perfect. Cool, so not the longest pick ever, but definitely a fun one. This lock was used in, I think, in Sega Machine arcades, so pretty cool design. So these sliders work very similar to the sliders in Miwa or Anchor 3800. We just autofocus. They are very similar, so let's see what they look like. So I never got it this lock actually, so hopefully it will all go well. So you can see there is like a rotation limiter in here, so I need to pry that thing off. Okay, and as soon as I do it, the core will be, or can be pushed out. So I'm not sure if I should like use the key or not. I guess I will, just so the magnets don't fall out. And right, like in here on the top of the plug at the front, there is a passive pin, key retaining pin, so I should catch that. Okay, here he is. Got him. Actually, I might just take him out. And it's spring loaded, so okay, I will just leave the spring there. Okay, so this comes off. Right, so I will just put this here for a moment because I want to show that inside of the plug we have like two fences. I guess I can remove them actually. Why not? So this is what it looks like, and this is where the sliders can get caught when the lock is locked in these windows. Okay, so I'll put this to the right and this one to the left. Alright, perfect. So there's our housing, there's nothing more to get. Okay, and here we have the sliders. Okay, so as we can see, we have sliders in position 2 and 4 on the left side, and you can see they are sucked inside, so they are flush with the plug. And on the other side we have a slider in position 3. Okay, so this is empty, but I think it's always only 3 sliders. Okay, so let's just remove the key. And these sliders are spring loaded, but the spring is very weak. So you can see this is basically almost the locked position. The sliders are not sticking out that much because the housing is preventing them to do so. But you can see that this is how it blocks the rotation. These pieces these sliders get caught in the windows of this fence and you cannot rotate them. Okay, so let's just carefully remove these sliders. Okay, so we have position 2 in here. So this is the left side. I think these springs are very delicate, so I want to be careful about it. Okay. The spring is still inside, so this is 2 on the left. Oops. Of course it's sticking to my tweezers because there are magnets, surprisingly. And this is 4. Okay. Wonder about those springs. Oh, this is already coming out. So this is actually position 3 on the right. So we'll put it, I guess, here. and the springs. These are very nasty springs. They're very sensitive to touch, so be careful when you manipulate them. Okay. Perfect. And the last one is here. So I guess we can take a look at one of these sliders. See, this one already wanted to escape. This is the slider. You can see two magnets in there, and of course one of these is attracting the magnet and the other is repelling it. But yeah, the distribution of the sliders is random, so okay, this one is surely the one that was manipulating this slider. Okay, perfect. So we got it. I think that's all. Yeah, I don't think I can remove anything else. We can take a look at the plug. I think I already showed you that. So a pretty cool little lock. I really enjoyed picking it. So I hope you did too. And if you can get your hands on this, definitely try it. It's a good introduction to magnetic locks. So recommend it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you next time.